What's good, everybody, and welcome to Straight Up Tennessee on a Monday, man. It's the Monday Rundown. It's your boy Ruck in the building. I got my man Deal with me today here on the Monday Rundown, and you can see in the title, man, it's very simple, and things have developed in the last hour or two with Sam Leavitt. You know, it seemed as if it was still in play here around 4 p.m. Eastern, and here around, 5:30, 6 o'clock, it comes out that Sam Leavitt is indeed more than likely going to hit that sign and is signing with the LSU Tigers and Lane Kiffin. What does this mean for Tennessee, man? I mean, who is going to play quarterback for Tennessee in 2026? We've hit a place right now where we genuinely are at a crossroads right now in the quarterback room. Joey's hearing is today. The judge says, hey, no can do today. Basically, his courtroom, his call. They don't make a decision. So then we move on to that. Bo Perbula from Missouri. What happens with Bo? Is there another guy that has not yet hit the portal that wants to be a Tennessee Volunteer? I'm telling you, the way that this transfer portal is shaping up, this is about to be like a full course finish here on this week. Obviously, right now is dead period. We'll talk a little bit about the dead period, what we can expect coming out of it. I think Jim Knowles and company on the defensive side of the football have done everything they needed to do to get this defensive roster up to speed quickly heading into the season. I think it's great that it happened in week one of the portal. I think because now we can just use some of these as filler positions, because you got to remember, people, you still have Jaden Perlotti. You still have Ty Redmond, who had an incredible freshman season, both of them. You still have a veteran leader that has been a leader on this football team in Jeremiah Thielander. There's a lot of things kind of unpacking with this portal season. I think Jim Knowles did a great job, but now all eyes point to Josh Heupel and this offense. What are we going to do? How are we going to do it? Who going to play quarterback, y'all? I don't know. I got Deal with me. You already know what it is, man. It's Straight Up Tennessee, baby. Welcome to the Monday Rundown. Let's get it.
Tennessee's the program to keep an eye on. If you want to know which program that's not currently at the head table of college football, it's Tennessee.
Now Meshack's got to go. A fire! Fire! Wins it! July Meshack wins it! A strike, Burton needs a bolt. Swing and a miss, and for the first time, Rocky Top reaches the mountaintop of college baseball.
What's good, everybody, and welcome to the Monday Rundown here on Straight Up Tennessee. Y'all know what to do, man. It's the top of the show. Like, comment, subscribe, join the channel. Man, we have been climbing, y'all. Thank you so much for all the love and the support over the last week, ever since the portal opened, obviously, with our show last week. Did major numbers, and we appreciate you guys for all of that love and all the support, man. It's going to be a great Monday today. I got my boy Dilly Deal, Dilly, Billy, Willie, whatever you want to call Deal. I mean, we could call him whatever we want, I guess. I don't know. Maybe not. Probably, maybe don't call him whatever. But man, it's Monday, bro. We made it to another Monday show, which is, it's the best time of the week, because right now Mondays is kind of like best for all of us. Like, we're locking in on Mondays because a lot is going on between hoop, ladies basketball, and then obviously with the transfer portal and it being dead period right now. I believe that the period's not over till Thursday. So no visits are happening right now. And I think that in itself, Dylan, is what probably landed Sam Leavitt to LSU, because we didn't get another opportunity. We didn't get to go fly wherever he was and make that appearance. Like, it wasn't okay. I think if Tennessee had one more final push that wasn't a financial push, it was a personal touch thing, maybe it would have put a Tennessee over the line. I don't really know. But you kind of have to love where you are right now in a portal class so far if you're Josh Heupel, right? I mean, defensively wise, at least. Like, how are you feeling right now? A full week and a couple days into the portal season with just 5 days left, really.
Yeah, it's been a headache so far. For anybody in our Discord knows, I've been in there sending probably 20 messages a day just trying to keep everybody updated on it. But, I mean, overall, you look at Chaz Coleman. Obviously, that's a huge get. Guys like Amari, linebacker that we got, the safeties that we've got, another safety coming in here soon. I mean, it is a good foundation, but we're going to need something else to really put us over the top, in my honest opinion. I think Sam Leavitt would have been that key, but obviously that ship is gone. What's going to happen at the quarterback position? Is it going to be another guy to enter the portal? Is it going to be Bo Fabregas? I'm not sure what's going on, but a little bit of breaking news. We did just get a transfer, Jordan Norman from Tulane. So that'll be another guy. That's huge. So we got him in the boat, just adding on more of that defensive line. I feel like we still need a quarterback, though. That's really the big picture. But we'll just have to wait and see on that.
Yeah, big commit right there. Tulane transfer Jordan Norman committed to Tennessee. This is a 6'4", 260-pound. You can see, Dill, the trend right now in this Noles defense. It's size and speed. It's not just speed. And that's, I think that it's going to bring a different type of tenacity to the defense. I think it's going to give us a little bit more of that bump. It felt like we got pushed off the ball in 2025, bro. Honestly, everywhere. Yeah. We're scratching our head. Why are the Leos getting so far upfield? Well, it's because they weren't strong enough to get downhill. Now you're seeing 6'4", 260. He had 28 tackles and 6 sacks last year. That's big. That's big time. So excited to see what he can bring. And hey, Tulane's been nice to us, bro. Chris Brazzell.
Yeah.
He was nice to us. So I think that's big. Going back to what you were saying, man, you still get the number 3 player overall in the transfer portal being Chaz Coleman. And Dill, I think a lot of people are not realizing, I think you'd be an idiot, right, to not say you wanted Damon Wilson from Missouri. You'd be an idiot if you said you didn't want the kid. But you also got to remember that he only had one more year of eligibility.
Yep.
So you're getting a guy in Chaz who has to play at least 2 more and could play 3. You don't come to Tennessee with your coach for no reason. Same with Xavier Gilman. He was a redshirt freshman this year, bro.
Yep.
So you're getting more clock off of him. Amari Campbell, excited to see what he does. Kyan Lee, I think, is the kind of the sleeper in this room right now. We're excited about DeJuan Lane coming from Penn State, but Kyan Lee, man, is literally a smaller and somewhat yet still as athletic than Ricky Gibson was. I think Ricky Gibson was a little bit on the bigger side, a little bit more physical, but you saw that lack thereof of speed when it came to the deep post or the bang gate or the go route. He would always fall behind. And Kyan Lee kind of has the stature of Jermod McCoy, but still is as physical as Ricky was. And so I'm excited to kind of see what he brings. I'm excited about DeJuan Lane. I mean, bro, a 6'2", 210-pound safety. Yeah. We hitting. You hear what I'm talking about? He probably going to and what do you think, man? Do you think that you're going to see Lane more in the strong side? Or do you think he's going to be free, or do you see Quay kind of lining up in that nickel position rather than star? Because, in Knowles' defense, the star is really a nickel. He's like that fifth guy, and he's really playing coverage. Like, he might come up in the box and hit you every now and then, but he's really more coverage. Like, where do you see them two kind of playing off of each other? Because, Dill, if I'm honest, ain't no way in the world Caleb Beasley starting for me in 2026.
No shot. Yeah, I definitely see Lane back deep because in Knowles' defense, the safeties are basically what the linebackers were in Tim Banks' defense. That's your green dot. That's going to be the guy that's calling the plays, that's seeing everything. So having Lane in that spot that obviously has experience in the system is going to be huge for us. And then I think the K-State corner, I think he's going to be playing that nickel. We'll see whatever else jumps in the portal and decides to come to Tennessee, but it's a good foundation right now to have those 3 levels where you got Xavier Gilliam and Chaz Coleman on the defensive line. You've got Amari, linebacker, and your linebacker corps, and now you got DeJuan Lane in your safeties. Yeah. So obviously we're skipping over a little bit of that kind of adjustment period, but it's a good start for sure.
It is, and I think a lot of people got to remember too, like even DeJuan Lane, 2 more years of eligibility. Like this is good. This is good because now Jim Knowles in his first year recruiting with Tennessee, right? There's a lot of guys that recruited that were recruited from the previous staff that are still coming and signing. Obviously, they are already either on campus as freshmen or whatever. But this year, starting now, recruiting for the 2027 class, I think that class is going to look a lot different now, Dill. To the way he shapes it defensively. Ori Williams, obviously, he was another redshirt freshman from LSU. Kind of excited to see who he becomes. I know a lot of people aren't high on him as far as what his numbers and everything like that were. We'll see. I think if Jesse Perry can come in and do what he did, there's no reason why a guy that's more athletic than Jesse is already couldn't do it. Gavin Freeman is a sleeper too, man. I think that receiver from OSU and not Ohio State, Oklahoma State, dude's a baller, bro. Like, I hope we don't just use him as a return specialist, but if we do, then hey, at least you're getting a dog, right?
Right. For
and
sure.
then obviously, Max hits the portal. Cooper Ravener ends up being a Vol. I like him, bro. He got swagger. He got a lot of swag about him, and I like that. And then you get your long snapper in there, which is great because we've had the same long snapper, it felt like, for a million years. So I don't know. I think Tennessee, the last I looked earlier, was ranked, was it 20th, Dill?
I think we were 15 this morning. That's probably changed though.
Yeah, I think we dropped. Yeah, we dropped again to 26.
Good Lord.
Dropped to 6. We've got 21 transfers out, and we've got 11 guys. So the good thing, Dylan, is combined with the guys that left, we still got 11 guys that are better than the 21 that we lost. So
sure.
There are wins, it hurts, it stings. It's not the greatest thing to feel like you're still behind. But honestly, a lot of teams don't recruit well during the year, and they have to build, and they're building their entire roster on portal, which is it could be a good, it could be a bad thing. I don't know. I don't know. You know what? We'll come back to that when we see what happens with Texas Tech, because they completely rebuilt their entire roster in the portal.
For sure.
And I don't know. They paying big bucks, but we'll see what happens. Because boy, not scoring a point in the playoff is that's sad. That's sad. But let me see what's popping in the chat, man. Got some folks over here. Let's see. Artez in here says, "What it do? What's up, Tez? Rims 6700, whatever, says signing the wide receiver is huge for the quarterback hunt." I'm not really sure who we signed other than Freeman. Tennessee Jr., let's go. Yes, sir. We in the building. Aaron Duck says Dylan spends 27 hours a day on the internet. Haven't been in a chat and not seen Dill. That man is on that portal grind. Yes, sir. That's what we do. Tennessee Jr. says, hey, key to Knowles is that Leo. Who's going to wreak havoc there? Hey, at Ohio State, it was a mixture of Jack. What was the dude's last name?
Jack.
Sawyer?
Sawyer, yeah, 33.
He was nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Him and then the other cat on the opposite side, I forgot, because Sawyer was just in the backfield the whole game against us, so I don't remember anybody else. I don't think I had to remember anybody else. Oreo Poppy Dog says Hope Lane sides Sam because we have GMAC. Hey man, don't say that. Please don't say that. Tennessee Jr. Norman from Tulane. Yeah, big time. Matt, what's up, Matt? He says, evening, Ruck and Dylan. John McClain said, Ole Miss fan here. I hope you guys get Leavitt. You deserve it after you were kiffined. I'd much prefer to see you guys succeed than LSU. We'll come right back to that, John. Thank you for that, man. And we wish. We'll come right back to it, though. Church Disruptor says Leavitt would have been a good get, but that was way too much money. Yeah, bro. Way too much money, Jeff. Yeah. And coming back to this comment, I don't think there's a world, Dylan, where we will ever pay more than what we were willing to offer Sam Leavitt.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
Like, I understand that the quarterback is the engine, but $5 million, fam.
Yeah.
$5 million, fam.
Yeah.
Really? Like, you know what I'm saying, man? Like the math thing. I'm sorry, dude. Sam Leavitt's coming off one of the most gruesome injuries and surgeries. Dude, they say that most MLB or baseball players in general don't ever run bases the same after that.
Yeah.
And there's way more cutting in football than there is baseball.
For sure.
So it's like that injury, man. I know that he's young. He's got, good genes and bones and things like that, but that's not something that you just pay $5 million and hope you're okay for. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of my position on it, is like, yeah, I would be cool playing $5 million if you played all year last year and was not injured and was going to practice in spring.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't know how that's going to hit, man. So
a Liz Frank is it's a weird injury because it's the middle of your foot.
Yeah.
So some guys can do it and they'll be fine. Like, I know Le'Veon Bell had one in Michigan State. He ended up going pro. Obviously, he had a great career. But then there's also guys like Morgan Moses, who was going to be like a top 10 left tackle draft pick, ended up getting drafted that high, and his whole career was just a bust. But who knows what it's going to do to him. I know that it does make me a little eerie about it, being that it's in his left foot, and that's going to be his pivot foot for when he throws. So Is he going to have accuracy issues off that? We don't know that. Is he going to run the same? Is he going to be as fast? Is he going to have that elusiveness? We don't know. But LSU cut the check for him, and now we're on to plan C, I guess.
Yeah. I hope. Let me go to the chat real quick, and then we'll come back to this. Adrian in the chat says, "What's good?" Chatsworth, what's up? Says John McClain. Thanks for good vibe. Yeah, thank you for that, John. Church Disruptor says he was good, but not all world good. I agree with that. I mean, when you're playing in the Big 12, he was carried to the Big 12, or he was carried to the college football playoff via Cam Scatterbo. I think we know that now. But also, Sam Leavitt was dynamic too because of a good run game, and we have that.
Right.
That's why I felt like this would work out. You know what I mean? Like, this could get wicked. But it is what it is. Chatsworth says, isn't that the same injury that cut Heath Schuler's career short?
I think it was.
I'm
not certain on that.
Rem said, did Leavitt clear medical? I think he did. He cleared and everything, and was specifically going to be on track to be out on field doing work late March and be full go in April. But that's not how spring practice works. Like, we need you in March when it starts, not halfway through. It doesn't really help anything when you're not ready to go. So I don't know. So
it sucks to miss out on them, but at the same time, with this age of NIL, I mean, who knows? There could be a guy that's better than Brendan Sorsby and Sam Leavitt in the portal tomorrow, and we would never know it. So while it does suck to lose out on a guy like that, in this age, you never know.
This is real. Chatsworth says, get the best uninjured quarterback. All of those are gone, bro.
Yeah. I mean, even Tribula, he's coming off what? A busted ankle or something?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know who Plan C would be, if that was TJ Finley or what.
No. No.
Yeah.
Let's see. Plan F. Yeah, we need Plan F. We know what that means, Mark. Jen Church's Rep said the problem wasn't him clearing medical; it was our check clearing when it went above 5 million. Yeah, man. It's a hard place to be, man, because you want to be elite, But it's hard for me to even be upset when you're going to pay out the wazoo and you got this injury hanging over you, man.
Yep.
You know, like that's hard. Playing 9 from outer space. Chats, yeah, crazy. Jeff then says, Church Disruptor says, got to find that diamond in the rough like college football 26, like the video game. Yeah, like Hooker. And, you know, man, the thing about Hendon Hooker, bro, was that orange and white game when he first got here, that boy was terrible, y'all. I'm serious. I watched it live. It was atrocious. I was like, oh, no, we're in really, really deep trouble.
Yeah.
So Heupel went and got Joe Milton after that game. And, you know, it still wasn't great. But, you know, I think none of us really knew how good Hendon could have been. You know, like,
yeah,
you know, you saw in 2022 just kind of how he took control of the team. The offense was just different. A lot of things were different. And you didn't see that, though, early. You didn't know what you were getting. And so it's easy for us to point back to that because of how impactful and amazing he was to the program. But, you know, I don't feel like it's in 10 and maybe, you know, maybe I'm wrong, but it just doesn't feel like it's in the Tennessee DNA to go take a chance on a guy like Trinidad Chambliss. You know, like it's all or nothing for us, right? We went all in on Nico and we got nothing back. You know, we same with Faison. You know, you're paying a guy, a freshman, over $1 million, and he's not even going to touch the field this year.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And so I find it hard to think that we even do enough digging to go find somebody like a diamond in the rough. To be honest.
Yeah, I mean, going back to what you said about Hendon, though, I mean, there's a greater than 0% chance that George, while he may not be our best option right now, he could turn it on in the spring, and he could be our best quarterback heading into the season. But
oh yeah,
I mean, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but there is a world where that does happen if we take a guy that's like a Bo Perbula type or someone of that level. But who knows?
Yeah. Yep. I mean, I think let me read this right here because it's actually good. Tennessee Jr. says that boy played everyone for the bag. Can't hate the player, just the game. It's true. Yep. It's true. Bo Burrell says Bo Perbula from quarterback. Bo Perbula, the quarterback from Missouri, is number 1 on my list. He came back too early from a dislocated ankle. Bo missed 2 games and threw a bunch of interceptions. O-line was trash. Watch video of him. Yeah, I think his tape is good. I think Perbula was playing fine. I don't know what his ball placement, like throwing the football, is like. You know, Missouri had Ahmad Hardy, who they could just turn around and hand the ball to for most of the year. And then when they did drop back to pass, Perbula was mostly running. You know, like he's got some film where he is throwing the ball, putting the ball in spots, but he wasn't consistent there. You know, I don't know. I think Heupel's done a lot with less. So I don't hate the Perbula thing. He's got experience in the SEC, right? Like there's a lot of pros with bringing him in. So, yeah, I feel like it could be good. But then again, if you don't get the guy you want, we can't. For me, it doesn't make sense to settle, right? Like if you're going to settle with what you got now. Now, you're still going to probably have to get somebody. So at that point, just go get somebody that wants to be a Vol.
Right.
In my opinion, right? Like just go get somebody that genuinely is like, man, I love Tennessee. Like it's a dream. And they just sit behind whoever's going to start. You know what I mean? Yeah. At that point.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, go ahead.
I wouldn't be against it. I mean, who's to say we don't go into like the D2 ranks or the JUCO ranks and go and pull a guy from there? I mean, I know that it's obviously on a very smaller scale, but Memphis just got a guy from D2, Marcus Stokes. But, I mean, Trinidad Chambliss was D2. I mean, it's not going to be like a big time, like, sell pickup, but,
yeah,
you know, it could be something that helps us along the lines.
Yeah. Michael Haynes says this right here: throw $4 million at Ty Simpson to see if it sticks.
It won't.
Nah,
He got 6.5 from Miami. He still said no.
Yeah. Nah. Then Church Disrupted says, if college basketball is taking NBA players, maybe we just sign Hooker and say F it. Yeah. Facts. Facts. Rim says we need good players that want to play for Tennessee. Run through that wall player. Yeah, like a dog. We just need some dogs, man. And I think Knowles got what he needed. I just feel like the offense, you know, it right now, the honest truth is it's like we didn't necessarily get better, but we also didn't get worse.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of one of those things where if you liked the production in 2025, then, you know, it's probably going to be the same next year. And you just kind of hope you don't get stagnant, man. That's kind of what it felt like happened to us in different points of the year is, you know, this year, it really wasn't like the second quarter, like always. Like they're early in the year. Yeah, we struggled in quarter number 2. You know, we struggled in the second quarter against Georgia in third game of the year. You know, I think about the second quarter against Mississippi State there, struggled. But later in the year, it became third quarter. Like the middle 8 is when it was like, man, we're going downhill. And the middle 8 is what will ultimately win or lose you a football game. A lot of people say, nah, it's the 4. No, bro, that middle 8 is going to decide a football game most of the time.
For sure.
And think about the middle 8 against OU. OU took that away from us, man. And we never could get our footing back, you know. So I don't know. Like Tennessee Jr. says, 6.5 didn't. Talking about Ty Simpson. Yeah, 6.5 million didn't get that boy to move. Nah, bro, it don't matter. It don't matter, bro. Like we're cooked, you know, and it kind of is what it is. We kind of have to just wait and see. I don't really know what to expect, but I think Tennessee's done you know, if I had to give it a scale of 1 to 10 on how the portal has went for us right now, I think it's about a 6.5, right? I think we got what we kind of expected. Chaz Coleman is what pushed it up to a 6.5, or else I would have said a 5. Because it still just doesn't feel like we're attacking. It feels like we're kind of just sitting back and hoping and not going out and attacking. You know, It was nice to see some aggressiveness going after Leavitt like we did on that late push. But I think ultimately, if you're a Tennessee fan, you knew that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, when it comes out that, you know, Leavitt hasn't said he's signing, but his camp has, like, you kind of know.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
It sucks. I mean, it really does suck, especially knowing that we put all that effort into giving him a 3-day visit and then showing his family around, wasting all that time, going through the film, doing that night tour at Neyland. But, I mean, that's 3 days that we won't get back during this portal cycle. But who knows? Maybe it plays into our favor, knowing that the entire world of college football knows that we're willing to pay top dollar for a quarterback. I mean, that's likely to coax somebody into at least talking to us. But I don't know. It's just this weird point that we're in where we're in between guys, because I do feel like we're going to take somebody. I just don't know who that guy is yet.
That's my problem. It's like, who is it? Rims has a question for us. Says, can we talk about the kicker? Any interest? They need love too. Yeah, I think Cooper Ravner's a guy, bro. I'm excited about him. He was money in between 40. Typically, Tennessee ain't kicking many 50-yard field goals anyways because of the way the offense works, right? Like, we're not kicking that many 50-yarders. We kicked a few this year, hit one of them. That's it. We hit one 50-yarder. I got my cookies one time this year. Don't ever make the kicker the Cookie Monster again. Please. Never. That's so sad, bro. Like, we tripped.
Yeah. I mean, Cooper only hit an extra 50-yarder. He's 2 of 6 this last year. But for him to be so young, that's a very good start.
Yeah, and I like him in between 40. I mean, as we got later in the season, Max couldn't even hit a 20-yard field goal. He could barely hit PATs. Sometimes you didn't know if those were going in. So it was tough. We'll bring. Oh, he's back. Never mind. I was about to say we'll bring Dill back here in a minute. But let's see.
We got a little kitten running around, dude. He's being a menace.
Oh man. Church Disrupted says, "Is it time to tamper for a quarterback?" I can't confirm or deny that that's already happening. Yeah. Tennessee Junior says all kinds of time. Allegedly. He says they all know we're going to cut a check.
Yep.
If it's the right guy, that matters, man. That matters. Ian Lander says, I'm still waiting on a strength coach. Any word on that? Yeah, I think when Indiana or, whenever this game is over on the 19th, you're going to find out very quick.
Yep.
Going hard at Indiana's strength and conditioning coach. The good thing about a strength and conditioning coach deal is like it's not going to make or break somebody signing to your school.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so it's not going to give you, a make or break thing. I think it's going to happen quick once the season's over. And I think there's a lot of guys that are probably have been interviewed that no one's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But in this case, we know what we want.
For sure.
And I think we're going to be able to get what we want in this case with this specific position coach. So it's important, bro. I just want to know. My deal is like, I'd love to go a year with no stars getting hurt.
It'd be
like,
nice.
I've not seen it in the Heupel era, bro.
No.
Like we always hurt.
Yeah. I mean, you go last year, both of our D tackles hurt. I mean, Joey obviously has a tumor in his arm, but I won't necessarily count that.
Ricky,
Jamad.
And the list goes on.
Yeah. And that's just last year. So
that's just last year, bro. So it's just not the best place to be in as far as with our strength and conditioning program. I felt like we looked tired this year a lot more than other teams. I think not. We talk about if Max hits a field goal against Georgia, maybe a lot of things are different. That's probably true, but you get to an overtime like that, and you really literally just let them dog walk you up the field.
Yep.
That's conditioning, bro. Like you don't allow that, right? Same with Mississippi State. You almost lose that game. We go to overtime, right? Like,
yeah,
we win that game the same way we lost against Georgia, right? So it's kind of vice versa. So strength condition coach is a very important hire, and I think that Tennessee is being very strategic and smart with what they want to do there for sure.
For sure. I mean, even going later in the year, Vanderbilt should not be blowing you off the ball. With as much preparation as we had against Indiana, they shouldn't be blowing us off the ball, especially when you look at the blue chip ratio.
Lord Jesus.
Yeah.
Church Disruptor says we could get Leavitt with the money we paid Jamad and Ricky not to play. Yeah.
It's a good point.
But man, I would never, dude. Something about that just don't feel right.
Yeah.
It's
I don't like giving a quarterback that much extension, if that makes sense. Because I mean, Nico was asking for it pretty much.
Right.
Luckily, we didn't give it to him, but there comes a point to where you're paying a guy to be the guy on your team, and then there comes a point where that guy is holding you hostage.
Yeah. Yeah. Ian Lander said our last strength coach was a lacrosse player. Tells you everything you need to know, bro. Tells you everything you need to know.
And that was on the chess team.
Man.
I hate it. It feels like we were so negative last stream, and then this stream we're negative again. But all through the week, we were kind of getting back up to that positivity point, and now we're just right back in the dumps.
Look. Tissy just said, dang, y'all got sad quick.
It sucks, man.
Shut up, dude. It does suck. Golly. He said, I feel you, though. Yep, you feel me? Rim says this. I do agree the energy level at times seems like we were just going through the motions. Like Jadeveon Clowney running the 40 looks like he's running in place. Yeah, I mean, can we get more positive, y'all? Gosh. But it's real, man. Like you think back, man, and it's like, bro, we got really outdogged most of the year. Like people just, I don't know. People got what they wanted on us, especially like you said, Deal, like Vanderbilt coming to your house and literally dog walk you at home on your senior day, bro. Bro, if I was in that stadium that day, I would have lost it. I was so thankful that I sold them tickets, bro.
Yeah, it's like you said, man. We just need more dogs on this team. I mean, I don't see anybody on this roster that I feel like would be an enforcer type in the locker room. I mean, there's a pretty legendary story all the way back in 1997. I think it was the game against Florida or Alabama or something like that. But Peyton had thrown like 2 interceptions in the first half alone. And Al Wilson walks over to him in halftime, and he walks right up on him, and he gets in his face, and he says, if you throw one more interception, I'm going to beat the out of you. And sure enough, Peyton didn't throw another interception that game. I feel like we need 3 or 4 of those guys on our team right now, but who knows?
Oh, literally. Jeff then says, here's a positive. We already have better quarterback production in the room than Nico had last year at UCLA. He got better as the year went on, to be honest.
The bar is super low.
The bar is very low, though. That is real. He did get better as the year went on, but he still is very mid at best. He's very mid. He said we need Bounty Gate coach. Adrian, you silly, bro. But nah, for real. We just need a guy. Okay, if we're talking more about strength and conditioning, going back to that a little bit, we just need somebody that's really going to like genuinely put these guys. And the only way I can think of is like put them literally through hell, bro. Yeah. Like their off season, like they shouldn't even be able to walk half the time. Yeah. Like that mean the training staff doing what they need to do if they can walk the next day after these workouts.
Right.
That's how you build your strength, bro. Endurance, muscle tension, all of it, bro. It's time under tension. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Whoa, shout out, big man, to my man Flyfish 21.1. Shout out for the 20, man. Thank you so much. Says, I'll help change the mood. I think it took last year to have Coach Josh Heupel change his philosophy toward the portal. Vols have done well in the portal, but haven't signed enough players. That's real. Yeah. And like I said, Dill, I don't think we've done bad, but I'm not saying we've hit a home run.
No,
and
we definitely need more.
I mean, you got the number 3 overall player in the portal. That's huge. That's big time. Mm-hmm. Now imagine had you signed the number 1 and the number 3, you're probably in the top 10 instantly. And you know it. I think that just goes back to the portal still being newer, like it's fresh still. Like the portal continues to grow year in and year out, man. 20 plus players are leaving every school. Right. So, you know, with the 134 teams, right, in the modern FBS ecosystem of players. I mean, if 20 guys are leaving your school, you're having over 2,000 people in the portal every year.
100%.
There's a huge pond to fish out of, but how do you get the right guys? That's still the question for me that I can't answer. Like, you know, you see all the big guys and you're like, man, I want him and I want him and I want him and I want him. But it's like, do they make sense? You know, it's why we let guys go by. Like you bring Quay Russaw and Smith in and you kind of just, it's like, okay, cool. Like, yeah, you wish you got him, but we can move on. You know, and just different guys like that throughout this entire thing. Adam Trick. Like, I wouldn't be willing to pay a guy from Miami, Ohio, what kind of money that he thought he was worth going to Texas Tech. Yeah. Because if he goes to Texas Tech and is a bust, they look stupid.
Very stupid.
You know what I mean? So I'm teetering that line of like, what's the staff's evaluation? And then does the money match to what product we're going to get on the field? That's a great thing to say, Flyfish. I appreciate that.
For sure. And I mean, face the facts, portal recruiting is what makes college football what it is right now. Because
I agree.
Miami isn't in the national championship without the portal. Indiana definitely isn't in the national championship without the portal. And so it's just walking that fine line between high school and the portal. Because I know a top 7, top 6 class in recruiting high school, that's cool and all. But half those guys are going to be in the portal in 2 years. It's a matter of who do you want to keep, who do you want to bring in, and it's all this big grand equation that we haven't figured out just yet. But I feel like we're getting closer and closer as the years come. I know that we've had some misses, but we've also had a lot of hits. Guys, especially in the tight end room for some reason, guys like McAllen Castles, guys like Miles Kitzelman. Yeah. But if we could just find a way to hone in on that and bring that talent in across all positions, we'll be solid.
Agreed. Church Drip said, fly fish throwing out Leavitt type of money in the chat. You silly. Hey, crazy, bro. Said teams can't lose 20 and sign 7. Last the Vols did last year. Yeah, like the Vols did last year. Mm-hmm. That leaves you depending on 18-year-old kids. Yeah, and that's what happened to us this year. Yeah. That's what happened to us, man. Tennessee Jr. says, I got club brothers that can square that away. Adrian, legit war heroes. Talking about ex-Army is what needs to be in the strength and condition room. Tennessee Jr. then also says, would love to see a Sniper Neal and Mad Dog get a hold of these Vols. Get a hold of these kids. Real deal, bro. I just feel like I don't know, man.
Yeah. I know it's probably a little bit different from whenever I was in high school, but for some reason, and this is like a broader thing too, with just working out in general, I see all these like calisthenics and like all this other stuff going on.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, what happened to barbells and dumbbells?
Bro.
Like, that's all I had in high school growing up.
Goodness.
Like, brother, go hit that squat rack and the bench and you'll be all right.
You be straight.
I don't understand why we got guys doing all these weird stretches and all this other stuff, but I mean,
you be seeing them dudes do crazy stuff now, bro. It's like, bro, get on that track, get on that field, run your 110s, and let's get like, what are we doing now?
Yeah.
Get them what they used to call them, an Indian mile. When you used to have you run the track and then you go up in the stands and run the stands.
Run stairs, yep.
Yeah. Get in like where that's what I grew up on, deal.
For sure.
You feel me? Going back in here to the chat real quick. Church Disruptor says a drill sergeant will help with this team's lack of toughness. Got to get more tough in the offseason, physically and mentally. Well, I think if you saw Ohio State play those 4 years that Knowles was there.
Yeah.
He's not gonna tolerate it. Like if you're gonna be on the bench.
For sure. Yeah.
You're gonna be on the bench, bro.
And that's the big reason why a lot of these Penn State guys didn't come. It's because Knowles is a hard coach to play for.
Yeah.
He is old school and he is not afraid to tell somebody how he feels. And for a lot of these kids, that turns them off. But for guys like DeJuan Lane, for guys like Chaz Coleman, these are the guys you want because they're the cream of that crop.
Ian Lander says we had a loaded roster in 2016 and Butch Jones didn't have a strength coach. How many injuries happened that year?
Did we really not have a strength coach?
I don't know. So I don't really know how to answer that one, my man, because I really don't remember. I don't even remember how many people were injured.
I mean, I'm not going to call him a liar because that does sound like some Butch Jones stuff. But
it does sound like it does sound like something he would do
for sure.
But I think it's the lay of the land, right? I just think it's a different era, man. Like,
yeah,
I don't know what they were doing. If they didn't have a strength coach, but that's crazy. Said Dog was a helicopter pilot turned drill instructor, then went on to race Harleys. Would have been great to see what he could import. Oh yeah, he would. He would definitely say something crazy. He would. He would do something crazy. But see, the problem is in 2016, our roster was so good and we were so poorly coached that we couldn't like that. That was like I felt like roster talent wise, that could have been peak for the Jones era.
Yeah.
I mean, that was crazy, bro, what we had, and just couldn't win, bro. Couldn't win the big ones.
Yeah, it makes me upset thinking back on it because, I mean, there's no way you have Josh Dobbs, Alvin Kamara, Jalen Hurd, Josh Palmer,
AJ Johnson.
I mean, that whole defense was nasty.
Bro.
Gary Barnett.
Dude, we were wicked, bro.
But it's always we either have one or the other. We either have a great roster and terrible coaching, or we have great coaching and a terrible roster. It's never one and the same.
Yeah. It sucked, man. Sucked. Because that team was special, bro. Mm-hmm. They had so much talent, man. Like, I mean, defensively, right? Cam Sutton, Emmanuel Mosley, TK. Like, bro, like that defense was insane, bro. Brian Randolph was still there. Ladera McNeil, rest in peace, Ladera McNeil. Like, gosh, bro.
Yeah, the original Jeremiah T. Colton Jumper,
bro. And at least Colton Jumper, he was terrible in coverage, but boy, he'll stick you, bro. No,
yeah, for sure.
So it was crazy work, but look, Tennessee Jr. said, y'all killing me, man. I missed that defense. Yeah. But he actually said miss that D, and then he said pause. Adrian says the Dooley years, good offense, horrible defense.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think a lot of that's Tyler Bray, though.
You gonna say that again?
All right, bro. I'm about to call Sell on here.
Hey, you want to say that again, Brody? What's good with it? Tyler Bray.
I mean, looking back on it, Tyler Bray did do most of the work in that offense, but
hey, man, you want to say that again? What'd you say?
I'm not saying it again, bro.
Hey, bro, that boy T. Bray was like that, bro. I'm sorry.
He was.
I love Tyler Bray. Gunslinger was just a product of really, really poor coaching. And then, I don't know, bro. I don't think we'll ever see another player like Cordero Patterson. Bro was a freak, dude. Yeah. Dude was like, just get him the football and just watch him play. It was like literally like Pablo Sanchez on backyard football, bro. Like just get him the ball and just let him cook, bro.
Yeah, that's why he's still in the league as a return man. I mean,
literally, dude.
Can't deny him.
You can't deny the talent, especially because of the way he carries himself too. He's a true pro. Never been in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like just a solid dude. And so CP was special, man. And I wish we would have got him for another year, but he was literally one and done. He didn't need any more time.
Oh yeah.
He didn't need any more time. No. So he's had a great NFL career too. So, but y'all, who's gonna play quarterback for Tennessee? We still don't know. We're gonna try to keep you updated this week. If you haven't joined the Discord, join the channel tonight. Hit that join button. Hit us up. Hit us up on Instagram. Once you join the channel, you hop in our Discord. I'm telling you guys right now, the Discord is off the chain. We're talking 100+ messages a day. All of us chatting back and forth, talking about the transfer portal, talking about Heupel, talking about this team, talking about basketball. Y'all notice we didn't say a thing about that basketball team today. Very intentional. Very intentional. Very intentional. Got a game tomorrow. Look at this. Shout out to the man Flyfish.
Let's go.
Becoming a member of the channel. Flyfish, all you got to do, hit us up on Instagram at Straight Up Tennessee. And once you do that, you'll get a response. You'll get a response for one of us. We'll basically send you over that Discord link. You can hop in our Discord, man, and start to be a part of the Straight Up Tennessee family, man. And I'm telling you, tomorrow, and as this week develops, because dude, there's so much time between today and Thursday. Deal. A lot of things are going to change. And I think you're going to see a lot of kids flying out Thursday to wherever it is that they are trying to figure it out. And I think you're going to be surprised at some people that hit the portal late.
For sure.
A lot of tampering going on, a lot of things happening, but no visits can happen until Thursday. What does it look like? I don't know, but we'll find out here soon, bro. So till then, guys, y'all know what to do, man. Like, comment, subscribe, join the channel. We'll be back later on this week, probably with a straight up and direct, just unpacking more of this stuff, man. We might come back live. We'll see kind of what the vibes are like. But until then, y'all, man, y'all know what to do. Continue to like, continue to subscribe, comment, do everything y'all continue to do, man, for the love and the support. Hopefully we get back C2 and Sale for the next one. They were a little bit busy tonight, but me and Deal held down the fort. So till then, man, gosh, I want Tennessee to just we gotta get in the top 10, bro.
We got to
somehow find a way. Find a way. But yeah, we can't wait to be back with you guys later. Stay tuned for another Straight Up and Direct here sometime in the middle of the week. But thank you for tuning into the live, man. Thanks for Flyfish joining the channel and dropping the 20. You already know what it is, man. It's Straight Up Tennessee, baby. We'll see you back later this week. We out.